Welcome, ladies and
That
gentlemen,
music
to
be having me jamming.
the mic check by Fireside. I am your co-host Reggie.
I'm your co-host Norwood. Hey, send to the budget. The light broke.
Hey
man,
we are about to read you a bedtime story. It's called At Least We're Not New Orleans.
Now, yeah, and unique. They had a weekend. Atlanta had a motherfucking New Orleans weekend. Down by the bayou.
False hope. It's like the false fall, the false spring that be coming.
Followed
by a blizzard.
I assume that anybody with any level of reason understands that what this was had nothing to do with any level of hope or anything. Sometimes you just have to kick some people's ass because you don't fuck with them. And we don't like New Orleans. Pelicans owe us a pick. Run that money. Saints, well, we just hate you. So it is what it is.
Never will. We are. They said we the only rivalry in the NFL that resembles a college atmosphere is the Saints Falcons, which is, I mean, it's not bad.
Brown Steelers not like that, or Steelers?
Yeah, Bengals? But the Brown, I guess, yeah, the Browns suck. But yeah,
oh no, Vikings, Packers.
I would say Packers Bears. Because of the elite trolling of Aaron Rodgers. I think there's a professionalism to rivalries.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And I think that there's very little professionalism when it comes to the Falcons Saints, probably the Pittsburgh Steelers Bengals.
I think the thing Steelers, that makes Ravens. Us more probably makes us more like a college rivalry is ours is more like, even though we don't like the Saints at all, it's still much more fun, I think.
Yeah.
Than everybody else. Everybody else really like there's clearly Falcon Saints hate, but we also don't mind, I'm sure this weekend, going to New Orleans and drinking our faces off too, win or lose.
Took over the French Quarter and the Pelicans game. That was impressive. And I believe they get a chance to return the favor in January, if I'm not mistaken. So, but
it won't be football and basketball. You get one, but you won't get both. That's what I'm telling you is. Oh, we played them twice already.
Who?
Haven't we played the Saints twice?
No.
Hopefully, maybe. Oh,
no, we have not.
Another W we get later.
But y'all know what it is. Episode 208 of the SplashCast. We at the mic check. Kind of turn this into the basketball, baseball segment until football season is over. When it comes to basketball,
we're just gonna talk about everything in here, right here.
We're gonna
start out
and let Norwood take the lead on these, especially in basketball. But I think we got some baseball we're talking about. Go ahead, brother. You got it. I'm over here. Hands off.
Easy part. Second baseman Mauricio Dubón traded to the Braves for Nick Allen. Adios, mi amigos. Peace and blessings. Braves trying to retool that infield to be a competitive team next year. We also signed Raciel Iglesias. Then we've made some other moves that are a little bit less interesting. I'm excited that they knew the infield was something we need to work on, so they got right to it. They knew the pitching staff was something that they needed to work on. They got right to it. Those are the things that we've always appreciated about Alex Anthopoulos is if there's a problem, I'm going to address it, and I'm going to address it quickly. I'm not going to let it linger. And we need more of that.
We've needed pitching for a couple years now. But yeah, Mauricio Dubón,
and I think that he also thought that our guys were going to be a little bit healthier than they ended up being.
Yeah. Mauricio Dubón is actually like the ultimate utility player. He plays center field, left field, shortstop, third base, and second base. So not only does he help us out in the infield because we cannot stay healthy, and we've had kind of a revolving door next to Ozzie Albies since your boy left and went to Chicago, Dansby Swanson.
Dan the man. Jeez, RIP.
He also when we have those, we've had a revolving door at left field too, if I'm not mistaken. So having that revolving door at left field opposite Acuna and Mike Harris has presented challenges for us too. So hopefully Dubón comes in and he's just able to play everywhere.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
man.
Alexa in the
Adding these
background.
pitchers and all of that stuff is what we need. We need to add more pitching. We need more pitching.
For sure. What else? We can get into the mess here quickly. The Lakers fired everybody. And by everybody, I mean the entire Bus family. That's not Jeannie Bus. Both brothers were sent home from the scouting department. Now, with them being sent home, of course, this is the most family of businesses when it comes to sports. That's their thing, their mom and pop shop. They are upset because, of course, this was their life. With that being said, also, they got sent home with $1 billion. If you're going to fire me, please send me home with $1 billion. Billion, not
$1 billion is one thing. Also, you've been with the organization what 30 years now, 20 years, however been doing. No shade because I know I can't do it, but I would have expected them to be a little bit higher than director of than scouting.
Well, remember at one point they were running the team and it was very non-successful. So at that point, she came in and took over. So no.
Oh, and so they got demoted to
yeah.
scout.
Oh, yeah.
Well.
And I want to say that I've had this conversation earlier. They weren't bad at scouting. If you look at what they've drafted and the guys who they had, I think they did a good job. Julius Randle, Jordan Clarkson,
Kobe's kids.
God.
Josh Hart, Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball.
Correct. There we go. And I think that's a hell of a group of guys to draft, if you ask me.
Is it Zubac? Yeah, Magic Johnson. Quietly as kept. Magic Johnson came in there with like a axe. And I see why the whole backstory of I'm not gonna be there. I don't know. That when you listen to like how he was actually how he was running the team and the actions, man, I see why they got rid of Magic. Or they gave Magic an ultimatum to leave. He was like,
Magic said, that's cool. I'll go find another championship and find another team. How about that? And y'all got the bubble chip.
And another $1 billion. But yeah, the Lakers firing everybody, man. You kind of saw the writing on the wall when they sold the team. I figured that. Maybe others didn't. Maybe they thought streets were going to be paved in gold and they were going to be able to stay on forever and keep getting paid. No. They were going to get y'all out of there one way or another.
This is a trick bag, is that if you look at it from the consumer, most people say, oh, she's doing a really good job. She got a national championship. She got world championship. And she got Luka. But in reality, that bubble chip, I don't care what y'all say, it's cloudy as hell. And they haven't really been competitive outside of that season. And you got Luka because Nico Harrison and the Dallas Mavericks cumulatively are idiots. So I don't know if you've been good, but I think you've been lucky.
Good. Who? Jeannie Buss?
Yes.
When did she take over the team?
Hold on, let's find out.
Who was running the team when Kobe was there?
Jeannie Buss became the controlling owner of the Lakers in 2017, following a legal agreement with her siblings resolved in a family dispute over the franchise. She had initially taken over the team's governor after her father, who passed in 2013. Then they had from 2013 to 2017, I guess it was like a dogfight. And then after 2017, she's basically been running the thing.
Well, yeah. So 2013 to 2020, you weren't really good. From to the bubble chip. I don't.
Wait. From 2013 to 2025, you got the bubble chip.
No. This is what I'm saying. 2013 to 2020, I can see why Lakers fans would be frustrated. They're not used to going a decade without a championship.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the 90s, because of course Jordan. But really, they don't really go a decade without competing for a championship. And from 2013, if I remember correctly, 2013 to 2017 or 2020, they weren't good. They may have been. Who was the player on the team?
Oh, that was the desolate years where you didn't talk about the Lakers until they rose from the ashes.
They had nothing. So, it is what it is. But Lakers,
Man, nobody cares, bro. It's rich
whatever.
people problems. That's really the answer.
I was trying to be nice. It's like, okay, this ain't got nothing to do with me.
Oh, I got fired from my job and I got $1 billion. Oh,
$1 billion.
Oh,
I got more money than small.
I could get really mad with my sister, and then I could just probably see when Adam Silver's ready to, have one of those new teams, see if I could take some of my $1 billion and put it on somebody else's $1 billion, and maybe we get in the next team. It's crazy. Or maybe, just maybe, shout out to Pablo finds out. But maybe the Clippers be up for sale soon. You can put that dub on there and get in that ownership group.
That would be crazy. That would be great. That would be hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, but hilarious is getting caught with doing the foolishness that they were. Shout out to Steve Ballmer for giving us things to talk about. A legend has announced his retirement. Named himself after me. Whoa, Alexa, stop. How did you know I was talking about Chris Paul? But yes, Chris Paul has announced his retirement. I think that this is his 16th season in the NBA. That's also very strange that the Chinese weather balloons heard that. Yeah.
16. You 4.
Is it 20?
He almost said 20. 05 draft? No, 06 draft. No, 05. Yeah, 05 draft.
You're right. But has announced his retirement. I think that he's just tired now. The Clippers ain't looking the way that it was supposed to. Yeah, you're right. It's 20 years. 2005-06 season. This is 2025-26. Exactly 20 on the nose. Yeah, I just think that the Clippers aren't going away that he wants it to. It's probably time to go home. But with that being said, fantastic career. The point guard himself. One of the last living legendary true point guards, point guard in every sense of the word, excellent mentor, competitor, all of the above. And of course, he has a fantastic name like the kid.
Yeah, Hall of Famer. I definitely think this year was probably solidified it. I think he may have held out for another year if they were competitive.
Right.
But also, he's not getting any playing time, which means I don't know if he wants to be another mentor role again, especially when you can't be a mentor role on a team full of veterans. Like you'd be a mentor role on OKC with Shy.
Yeah,
Shy,
you're just hanging out with your homeboys at this point.
Yeah, you were James Harden, your age. So it's like, all right, well,
they don't need me at the old senior citizens house no more. I guess I'm finna get on out of here.
What I think about with Chris Paul is, man, just what could have been. Shout out to you, David Stern. The Lakers literally had the big three, pause if necessary, lined up. They had Kobe. It was going to be Chris Paul, Kobe, and Dwight. And you have those four. That's Hall of Famer at every level. Yes, touchdown San Francisco. You know we watching Monday Night Football. We need San Francisco to win. To beat the Panthers. Just what could have been how David Stern just totally screwed over the Pelicans. So as much as I hate that he didn't get a ring, but I mean he's the point guard himself. Hall of Fame career, did everything else you could possibly do. Shout out to Chris
and HBCU advocate. HBCU advocate.
Big HBCU advocate. Grew up
and
in
I
near
think
Winston-Salem.
Graduate. Didn't he get his master's or something from there?
For something.
Yeah. HBCU alum. Let's put that in there. I like the way you just figure that shit. You want to talk about the smoke, or you want to talk about the teams that are really good and we're just watching everybody else play basketball?
We can just pass through the smoke. Clay versus Ja, Russ versus the Nuggets, Draymond versus Kenyon Martin. I all of these, I knew kind of Clay versus Ja because that goes back to Golden State versus Memphis. There's always gonna be bad blood there. But Russ versus the Nuggets, Draymond versus Kenyon Martin, I didn't see any of these on the bingo card. And Russ had a vintage game. 15 points in the fourth.
Russ takes everything personal, and I appreciate that from him.
And they actually because of this, they kind of explained like why he doesn't like LeBron, like in depth. And I was like, oh, Russ
is Mr. Keep that same energy, bro. I don't like him. And if you want the explanation, y'all can figure it out. I don't have to do a whole lot of talking, but also don't ask me to like this person. And I feel a lot of that. Hey, what? He's so. I don't. You
reminds me of Vernon
got
Maxwell.
Nothing to do with me.
He reminds me of Vernon Maxwell.
A little bit.
Vernon walked into the. The only difference is Vernon will walk into the crowd and smack you.
Yeah,
Russ walked into the.
He walked into a little bit of that. The party pack. He lived different.
Well, I mean, Russ walked into the people's suite. You remember that when he was at the Clippers? They were talking trash, and he walked into their suite. Like, say that again.
Yeah. You gonna get peace out of confusion.
Do you think there's 200 power forwards all time better than Draymond?
Hell, I don't.
Kenyon Martin said Popeye Jones.
Martin. This is my thing with that. Number one, I don't like podcaster smoke. And Kenyon Martin, at this point, you're a podcaster. The thing about that is, and I said this in the group, I don't care what you think about me. Future Hall of Famer. That's how people have to address me. And that's not how people have to address you. So you can tell me that I'm the worst basketball player ever. I'm going into the Hall of Fame. And I'm one of the greatest Golden State Warriors of all time. And I'm not really that big, and I'm not really that fast, and I can't really shoot at all. But I'm going to the Hall of Fame, and I'm going to be one of the best ever. And you are a number one pick. With all the expectation in the world.
Draymond said, like, bro, you were the one that had all. And we talking about Draymond versus Kenyon Martin, how Kenyon Martin has really taken shots at Draymond's legacy all year. Like, really since the offseason. They have he's been talking about Draymond here and there all the time. And Draymond finally responded. It was like, bro, you were supposed to be. He was like, you got an all-rookie team on me. That's fine, but you were supposed to be the defensive stopper, the enforcer.
Right.
And I will say Kenya had some weird points of being. He was like, you never shot 3 for 23 in the finals. Bro, that ain't nothing. What? You ain't never had the green light.
I stopped shooting and passed the ball to Steph. That's what I did. I made a good decision. And it's not like you wasn't playing with Jason Kidd and Richard Jefferson and Keith Van Horn. You wasn't playing with bums either now, brother. It's harsh reality, but that's life. But you cannot argue with a man going to the Hall of Fame about how good a basketball player is. He is going into the final club.
Yeah, Kenyon. And somebody said in the comments, the funniest thing ever was you made that long list of all them people that are better than Draymond, and they all better than you too. They all better than you too.
Yeah, and that's what I was listening. I was like, bro, you starting this list. I don't know if you know about being funny, but you started way too high. These people are compliments. Okay, these are you listed 40 Hall of Famers. People stop listing Kenyon Martin. You named too many good people. Draymond, like, okay, I have no problem of being the worst of the best.
And Draymond was like, "You not on the list, like, like all that list. You
think the number 75 of the top 75 greatest basketball players cares that he's number 75? Because you want to know he ain't number fucking 76." Hey, I'm on the list. Somebody did not make this list, and I did. So Kenyon and basketball smoke outside of that, bro. Y'all not finna fight anybody. Demetrius, you.
Yeah,
he ain't John no more.
That was in there in the Nike tech.
That's Demetrius, and Demetrius, and my thing is, I know you come from a good family. Why is nobody saying, "Hey, you need to stop"?
What did Clay say? I always wanted to know, like, what did Clay say? Because if you look at it, Ja walked over to him and was like, put his finger in his face, and Clay slapped it out. I thought Ja was talking about. Everybody said, of course, Megan Thee Stallion. Clay's going to be linked to Megan Thee Stallion until whatever happens with that happens. So everybody tried to say Megan Thee Stallion, and I was like, I don't know, man. John, Clay, and Draymond have had words for the past like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. It's been a thing, and I think that Ja got a lot going on. Ja's the kid who needs to focus on everything else. He needs to focus on himself, and he's too worried about everything else.
And that's exactly what Clay said. Clay talked to him like, "Hey, young whippersnapper." He's just a young man. Guy. He's a
young
kid.
Man. I'm one of the greatest shooters of all time. I have 4 championships. My girlfriend is Megan Thee Stallion. You know who that is, right? Megan.
It's a woman that they call a stallion. Do you?
Right. And I ride that horse to work every day. And the last time you did anything important, you was in a strip club with some young lady with money everywhere. My lady makes money. She got her own money. And I'm rich. And my daddy rich. And my brother rich. And you're on a Nike Tech with a pistol. What are you talking to me about, young man?
Yeah.
Demetrius. Yeah. Also,
Demetrius.
They need to start addressing him as Demetrius Moran. I think that a lot of that stuff that's going on right now would be a lot different if we had to call him Demetrius.
T and Demetrius. Oh man, yeah, but that's all the smoke that I really want to. I was just surprised that all of these in-game, as the world term, beefs, pause if necessary.
Nobody gonna fight. It's just talking, just a lot of talking.
That boy Draymond said, "You from Saginaw, Michigan, bro? You from where I'm from?
Right?
How you talking down on me?" Which is fair.
Valid point. We cannot be from the same city. The least we could do is take it offline. Cooper Flag not playing point guard has been really good for Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag not playing point guard has not been very good for Dallas because they stink. And I told y'all today was going to be terrible because they don't have a point guard. And y'all said, no, they're going to be good because they got Kyrie Irving. And then I got on the internet and they said, and I told them Kyrie's not going to play this season. Oh, yeah, he will. By the time that Kyrie starts dribbling the basketball, y'all have 40 losses. And one thing Kyrie is not going to do is come back to a 40-loss team. Don't make no sense.
Who's your leading rookie of the year right now?
It's a recency bias. I'm going to say Conconapple. He is shooting the cover off the basketball. He looks like an adult. I don't like him because he looks like a Duke basketball player. He looks like an AAU basketball player. But I can't deny a man who just shooting it, and he's shooting it consistently. He's averaging 19 points, 5.8 rebounds, 2.9 assists. I didn't think that was the thing. That wasn't on my things.
Rookie of the year doesn't depend, MVP normally depends on your record, right? You have to be really, really good and you have to be a winner. All these rookies,
there's not a rookie that's going to be good and play for a team that matters this year.
The Bucks rookie, no, he's not a rookie, he's second year. I would probably go with Derek Queen. So far, that's like splitting hairs, honestly. But that's who I would go with, just because he's got a little bit more.
I thought it was going to be publicity. VJ at first, the way he kind of came out hot. VJ came out looking like a world beater, and they're like, "Hey, you're not Jimmy Butler yet, brother. Relax."
Cool story. My name is Tyrese Maxey, and this is my team.
Right. I do like Jeremiah Fears. He's been playing well. Ace Bailey is kind of up. Like Ace Bailey is the definition of his game, where it's just some days it's good, some days it's not.
He is the new Melo. He ain't never gonna pass the ball.
I probably wouldn't either. I like Cedric Coward playing for the Grizzlies. He's found a role. My thing with them is it feels like, and I was talking about it earlier, is they'll find a guy, identify a guy like Gigi Jackson. He'll be good for a year, and then the next year it's like, what happened to the guy who was really good? We need you to be good years consecutively, and that's where I've seen that. I think they also just probably need to move Ja and they need some new spark. Jaren Jackson Jr. also, you get paid a lot of money. You have to have some leadership too. You just can't be there just vibes.
I told you I think they're gonna move him, but that's pretty much it for the rookies. You want to go to you want to go to I don't really have any trades to talk about for real.
The only thing is, of course, they say that potentially Demetrius available for trade, Rayford Trae Young available for trade, everybody on the Kings available for trade. I know that it's kind of early in the season, but please watch out for Toronto Raptors. After they beat us, I said I don't think the people understand that big three is a real big three, and they are just scoring 20 points a night apiece. And
bro, they're good. And they you have to talk about them along with the Pistons, OKC, and the Rockets.
Correct.
You have to say, and the Raptors. They're 10-1.
Correct.
I think they're 10-1 in the last 11 games. Or they were 10-1 in the last 11
games. Oh, no.
Games.
And they are up tonight. They beat Cleveland tonight. They're 13-5. Brandon Ingram, 37 points, 7 rebounds. My God.
Yeah, he's tall. Shout out to the basketball players getting their girlfriends glowing up.
But Evan Mobley, you also can't be 14 points and 5 rebounds. I love Evan Mobley, but he's not. I don't see enough killer instinct in him consistently. Scotty, 18 points, 11 rebounds. Jakob Poeltl, 7 points, 13 rebounds. I just got killed on the boards.
Yeah, they murdered him on the board. They jumped him.
Evan Mobley, you can't let them have 24 rebounds and you have 5.
What did old boy do?
Larry Nance Jr. started.
Well, yes, you can. If it's 4 of them, everybody's 6'10" or 6'9" on their team or taller, and against me.
But but you got to get you Evan Mobley have to be your 18 and 10 every night. There can be no nights off for you if you want to be what I think you want to be. If you just want to be another guy, then you can have some 14 and 5 nights. But if you want to be the guy who you think you are, and I believe you to be, then it's got to be 18 and 10. Can't be no 5 nights, period. And if there's I think there's nobody else to get rebounds but you. You can at least get your 10. If nobody else get no rebound, I'm gonna get 10.
Yep.
Because Lonzo had 7 rebounds. Jalen Tyson had 9 rebounds. So he might have been boxing out, but 37-51. They got killed on the boards. But basketball is turning up. Pay attention to your team. And that's really it for right now in basketball. Jalen Johnson playing fantastic basketball. And if y'all don't know who Jalen Johnson is, take some time. It's great.
Yeah, he's good. He is definitely good. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of the mic check, and we are going to take a break and be back with our HBCU news around the culture of episode 208 of the SplashCast. I am off all week, so I decided to try my hand at a Cutwater again, and I am failing miserably. So that is that.
The Cuddy. See, I told you, you have. I'm gonna tell. While we're here talking about that, at least here for a second, I had an experience as a black man yesterday. I was happy. Was at the house by myself, games on, playing the game and games on. Cutwater.
Oh, you was in another dimension.
I just sitting there like, man, this is just nice. Just
peace.
I almost put in the group. I was like, bro, I'm not doing nothing, and this is fantastic.
Hey man, adults need Thanksgiving break too, brother.
That joy was so real. I felt like I was almost wrong because I was enjoying myself so much. I was like,
got a little nervous. I know something got to be done.
Right.
Something got to be done. All the bills
and everything. Cutwater, frigid. AC on 71. Cool. Game on. Other game. Watching the game. I had Sunday Night Football on over there. Hawks won. Falcons won.
What's happening? Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! You gotta pinch
Is it
yourself.
real? Is it real? What's going on?
Jesus walked through the line. See,
Ah,
I knew it.
so much trauma. You just can't be like, you know what? This is nice. Immediately, this can't be right.